Hi guys, welcome back. It's time for another live stream. So, I was offline for a few days. I haven't done live streams because there has been some construction going on in our place due to the recent earthquakes. So, they're actually repairing our building unit. So, it's been noisy during the day, so I didn't have time to do the live streams. So I'm just doing it right now. Um, so it's nighttime already. It's around 9 p.m. So there's no construction going on, and it's not less noisy. So yeah. So behind the scenes, I'm like previously we already finished making the repair table. So we're already done with this entire system. So the next thing we're gonna do is a build system. So basically, um, what happens here is we will be having a building system to upgrade stuff. Like for example, this one, this lumber yard already has the necessary upgrades. So like here, we have the log storage already. We have the tool storage, a firewood storage below, and a plank storage. So we want these storages to be like upgradable. So basically the lumberyard, this is the final form of the lumberyard in a way. So we wanted something like this. Let me show you. So at first there should be nothing, like it's just a table like this. So don't mind that log sticking out, but this is the idea. So the lumberyard will be like this, and then the goal is to make a system that we can upgrade. Like for example, we want to upgrade a log storage, so it appears, and then a plank storage below, or on at the side, and then a firewood storage below, and then a tool storage, something like that. So we want something like this, an upgradable system that we can upgrade workshops. So it's the same with this one, like the workbench. So we all have the storages, the stone slab plank, the cloth storage, tool storage, and this one, the rack, the item rack. So we'll be building something like this, and the building system for Wisplight is a bit unique. It's not like the usual building system that we usually play in survival games, where the player itself is the one building the structures. Like you can place wherever you want. I think that method of building, although it's good and it has player agency, it's overly used already. So we're trying to make a simpler system for us. So we want Francis to be the main builder of the game. So Francis will be the one handling the building, and our job is just to supply Francis with the necessary materials for him to build those upgrades or those structures. So yeah, so that's the idea. So the gameplay here is we'll go to Francis and hand him some manuscripts or blueprints, and then Francis will find good use of that blueprint or manuscript, and then he will tell you that he will leave flags around, like this one, the banner. So this is a temporary logo, but that's the idea. He will leave flags around, and once we interact with that flag, we will see which buildings or upgrades we can make. And the goal is just to put the requirements there for Francis to build, so that Francis can start building rather. So yeah, so that's the idea. So at first, these are basic, right? Like this is a very basic structure. Like Francis knows how to build this already, and he doesn't need a manuscript or a blueprint for it. But for advanced ones like a forge, or maybe you're trying to repair a bridge, you will need manuscripts for that, and these manuscripts will be scattered all around the island for us to find. So yeah, so as for this one, these are like very basic, like storages. So you no longer need manuscripts for this. So Francis will just tell you, okay, I'll leave some flags around the settlement, and um, like you can help me gather resources so that we can upgrade these areas of our settlement. So this is the flag, and during like off screen, I did make the UI already. So let me show you guys. So this is the build flag, and this is the UI for it. So this is the UI. Let me see. So this is supposed to be lumber yard. So something like that. And then you will see here. You will see here the requirements. So like this one, 3 out of 4 logs. So so I already made systems for this also. So like this one, the item frame. So it should be 0 here. So there. So this should be 0. Supposed to be. Okay. There you go. And then our goal is to just put the necessary resources here. And then once it's filled, this notify builder button will appear. So it's supposed to be at first. This is not. This should be grayed out like this. So it should be like this. And once the logs and the planks are filled, this will become blue like this. And then all we need to do is just notify Francis about it. So we click notify builder, and then Francis will, like, maybe a voice line, like going there, or something like, okay, I'm gonna start building, something like that. And once that's done, or actually this one will disappear once you notify Francis, and then like other upgrades are also here as well. Let's say, so like plank storage, firewood, and so on. So if all of these are like built already, this flag will disappear. So that's how we're gonna tackle the building mechanics for Wisplight. So yeah, so right now we're gonna the goal right now is to build functionalities for this one. So that's the goal for this stream. At least we can maybe move around things. So that's the goal for now. Like maybe move around planks from here to here, or logs as well. Like make the basic functionalities for the system to work. And we will also be just reusing old systems that we have, because we already have it here. The repair table, we can already transfer stuff around like this one, right? So we're just gonna utilize this system as well here in our lost storage, but instead of items, we're gonna be using like the resource required here. Yeah, so that's the goal. So yeah, so let's start. I think we're gonna start with this first. We're gonna change this one to let's change this one to the gray one. So this is the first thing we need to fix first. Yeah, and also we also need a system to open the menu. So because right now there's no interaction with the flag yet. See? So there's no interaction with it yet. So that's our first goal. We're gonna approach the flag, and then press E to interact, and then it will open this menu. So yeah, so that's the first goal. Then we'll proceed with the rest later on. So while waiting, let me give you some updates with other aspects as well. So, so we're already making some advancements or progress in the Spriggan form here. So we're actually making weapon types for the Spriggan now. So this is the ancient Spriggan. I haven't tested it. We haven't tested it on the small Spriggan yet, but that's the general idea. And we also have new models for new armor for enemies. This one. And we already have the new enemy as well, the enforcers. So this is what they look like. Yeah. And there's a lot of progress in the mines level as well. Okay, so here we're back. Let's fix first this one, this manual crafting button. So here, if you've noticed, I didn't make this dynamic. So I decided to go with this because so that it won't be tedious for us to build the frames. So we'll just be doing it manually for now, maybe. Yeah, maybe optimize it later in the future. So this should be gray. And then for the button, let's just leave this for now. So we'll just get back to these buttons later. Yeah, so let's just leave this at the repair table for now. That's I mean linked to the repair table rather. Okay, next is, let's put this to 0 first. Okay. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Lee Pumpkino. Okay, so where were we? Okay, so the first goal is to make this work. So what we need here, we already have systems for this where we're gonna interact with items. So let's see. So here, so the goal, let's clean up some things first. Let's clean up these things. There's a lot of things going on already in the screen, so I think we're gonna clean up some stuff first. Let's remove the prisoner as well. Let's just remove some stuff first before we proceed, because there's a lot of stuff here already. Okay, let's just leave Francis and the rest of the workbenches for now. Okay, so we'll be focusing on this banner. So as we can see here in our other systems, this is actually a duplicate. We have here the object interaction manager, so it manages how we interact with objects in the world. Then we also have a menu collider, so we just need to copy this menu collider and then paste it here in our flag. Okay, oops, wrong. There. Then let's 0 it so that it will be focused here, and then there you go. So this is the collider for the flag. So what happens here, if we go near this area, this sphere collider, what happens is it will Let's make it smaller. This is a bit big, like this maybe. Okay, so that's the idea. The idea here is if you go near this banner, if you touch this collider, rather, let's make it his 1.2. Yeah, that one. So if we go near this collider, it will open up a menu. So, so the interactable object should be the build flag, that one, and then interact builder flag. Maybe something like that for now. Okay. So again, what happens is if we go near this, it will tell the system that we can interact with this, and then that's the time when we will do something here, right? So let's check first if the menu collider works and see if we can interact with the builder flag correctly. Okay, let's test that one. Okay, I think we also need to turn off the UI as well. Yeah, we need to fix that later on. Okay, see, so it's here. It's already open. So we're gonna fix this later, but for now, let's just go in directly. So while waiting, this is actually the concepts for the Spriggan weapons. So right now we already have the mature one, and our new UI, our new 3D artist is working on the young version of this scythe. So here. Okay. Alright, so it seems to be working. See? So we can interact with the flag. It also says there E, interact builder flag. So once we press E, so that's the next thing we're gonna build. Once we press E, the goal is it should open this UI. So it should, this one, like that. And also our inventory system. So it should toggle inventory system as well. This will be transferring items, right? So, and then we press escape. It's also closes this one. So that's our first goal for today. Just some simple interactions with the builder flag. Okay, let's exit and proceed. So here, this is the builder flag controller. So this is the one who will manage or handle interaction. So we'll be just copying systems from the player structure. This one. So this is the same system that is in charge of opening opening items from, what do you call this? Like interacting with them. So I'll just be copying this, the update, and we'll just be pasting it here. Okay, so so we need to get component in parent to get this one. This builder flag controller is actually here. So get component in parent. Okay. And then this one, showing UI. just gonna do it like this for now. We're gonna optimize this in the future. Okay, so input key, so we need to put some inputs as well. Let's just copy this one. Okay, then so once we press E, this one we also need structure canvas. So structure canvas is basically the UI canvas. So let's get this one as well. So technically we're just recycling systems that we made. So we need this one, toggle structure UI. So we need this one as well. So let's just copy these two. So in the future we'll just be centralizing all of these. But for now it's just like this, because there sometimes I'm gonna customize some stuff. So showing UI, we need this one, bool. Yeah. So technically we're just duplicating stuff from old systems. Showing UI and this. Okay. We need menu controller. What else do we need? I think we also need this. Yeah, this one. Attack controller. Structure canvas. Okay, let's test. Okay, here. So structure canvas is this. Menu controller is the menu controller, this one. And then quality manager is this one. Okay. Okay, so I think that's about it. So what happens is it's gonna check the object interaction manager and the parent. So basically, so this is us, and then it goes up because it's parent and checks this one and checks if the object is interactable or not. So this will be flagged true if we're approaching a menu controller. Oh yeah, we also need to modify this. So this one, yeah, this is correct already. Okay, so I think this is working now. Let's review. So it's gonna check if the object is interactable. So if we're near it, so it should be interactable. And then, so if it's showing a UI, it should mark it interactable. Then if we press E and structure canvas is not enabled, meaning this one is off, the canvas is off. Or if we're gonna press escape and it's enabled, so it should toggle the UI. So it marks it true or false if it's toggling or showing UI, and then it'll start the coroutine. Start this one, and then we will enable structure canvas. We're gonna toggle the menu controller, toggle menu controls, toggle camera. We actually don't need this because there's no camera. Then toggle the status bars as well, Then attack controller, so that we won't accidentally, once we click buttons, we don't attack. And then yeah, so this should be everything. Let's test. I think we need to put some camera maybe. Let's just do that later. Let's just test this for now. Okay, so while waiting, let's check some updates here. So we already made cages also in preparation for the prison and the mines. So we made 3 types of cages. This one, the wood, we have the iron one, and we have this one, a trader. It's like a trader. Let me fix this first. It's like when you get captured and traders will like haul you. It will transport you somewhere using this cart. This can also be carried by people, like 4 people carrying this, or they can haul you here using the cart. Okay, so let's see here. So let's test if this works. So we go to the flag, then we press E. So it did work, see? So it worked, but it should open this. So this is the one that didn't work. Press E. So it didn't open this one. So let's check why it didn't open. Toggle menu. Ah, I see. So we should also, apart from repair table, we should also like, we need to check if this one is, let's see, yeah, so it's here. We need to check the this one. Oh no, we need to check the parent game object. Yeah, we need to do that. So I think we're just gonna put it here, private. And then we're just gonna do it like this. On start. Like that. Then okay, so now that we have this interaction manager, we're just gonna tell this that game object that name is builder flag. Yeah, because it's called builder flag here. Yeah, so that should toggle the inventory menu. So if it's sees that it's a repair table or a builder flag, it should toggle. So let's try, but we don't really need this because this is inside the builder flag controller. And we actually don't need this also because, again, it's in the builder flag controller. So let's just put this here. Okay, so this is the reason why I'm not like structuring this dynamically, because in cases like this, like it's customized cases. Okay, let's test. We're also making the like while waiting. I'm gonna show you some stuff as well. Like these are the new enemies that we'll be having in the mines: the slavers and the prisoners, some enforcers. So yeah, so these are the enemies basically. Okay, I forgot to do this again. So after this building system, I think I'm gonna work on the manuscripts. Like it's a pickable item where we can um, collect and give to Francis so that we can do upgrades. Okay, so let's try. Let's go to the builder flag, press E. The loading screen. Yeah, that's temporary loading screen. Bad tunes. I'll be making a lot of loading screens in the future depending on the area you're in. So for example here we're in Ashendale, the ruins of Ashendale. So it should be loading ruins of Ashendale. But loading screens are actually like it only happens once at the beginning. Because we don't have loading screens when we move from one location to another. So yeah, but we do have capture screens. So in cases we get captured by enemies, so those are we will be making something like that. No, we're working on this. The like it's called the building UI. So what happens is Francis, he's our number one, like he's in charge of building, this guy here, and he will be putting flags all around the settlement like this. And then our goal as the player is to provide Francis with the necessary requirements to do upgrades of a certain workshop or a certain building. So yeah, so that's the idea. So this is what we're working out right now. So we're actually did fix it. So once we press E, there. So it opened the repair table and it also opened the inventory. So this is working fine now. See? Okay. So the next thing we're gonna build is a simple interaction with an item here, and then with um, these slots for the items. So these slots should know what items are allowed in them. So it's actually here already. Let's see. Here. So let me show you. So here. So logs. It's saying they're logs. It's also like here planks, right? So these are the things that will detect if this item can be placed here or not. So I'll be working on that. Okay, so let's go to the code. Oh wait, let's get items first. That's the first thing we need to test this, so that we don't need to load here. Let's just work outside the game area. So let's get ash logs for now. Log. Okay. And then we're gonna get planks as well. Okay. Okay, there you go. So let's get some planks. get all planks. Okay, then we're gonna get some logs as well. Just one log. Okay, there you go. So these are the things that we need. Wait. Let's also get an item like maybe a sword. No, it won't fit. Let's just get a hammer. Okay, there. Maybe this one as well. We're gonna get this one just to test if we're gonna put items in here. It will block it, so it should detect or accept only planks. So that's a general idea. So okay, let's go. Let's do that. Let's exit this here first, because we want like to save time from the loading screen. We're just gonna access it here, the UI, like this, and then we're gonna transfer stuff around. Okay, so let's test that one first. So again, for loading screens will only happen at the beginning. The idea here is to make transitioning scenes seamless, like what they did with Dark Souls or like Elden Ring. Maybe use elevators as the transition system. We already made that. I already discussed that in one of our devlogs, like the previous devlog as well, like the elevator system. But I haven't optimized it, so it's a bit like there will be some laggy parts where it like freezes and then it continues loading once the next scene is loaded. I still need to optimize that in a way, but for now it's working, but it freezes for maybe a few seconds, and then once it's loaded it then proceeds. Okay, so we have the items here now. So the next goal is, once we drag it here, this should highlight green, and then if we move it to a different one like this one, who doesn't accept planks, it should mark red. Then if we release it, it should also checks the count, like for example this one. So when we drop this, it should put here 5 out of 8 planks, and then if we like move another set like this one, 5, it only removes or takes 3 and then returns here the remainder, like the 2. And then if both of them, or if the requirements are like full or complete, this notify builder should be blue, something like this. Let's say, yeah, this is the one, something like this. And once we press it, that's the time where we're gonna be building new systems, like a queuing system maybe for Francis, so that he will know which building we're gonna tackle, or something like that. Also, we need to rename this to Lumberyard. Yeah, let's do that. It's actually not needed here, or I think, let me see. Yeah, this is actually not needed. Let's remove this and check if something breaks. Because technically the builder flag is not a structure. It's a different system that all structures will have. So we don't really need this. I just place this here because it's tied to this one, the structure name. So let's test that one if this is really needed or not. Yeah, so it's actually not needed. So let's just name it building orders, like that one. Maybe rename this as well specifically, like lumberyard log storage or workshop log storage. I don't know. What do you think? Shall we put a title here at the beginning, like um, like this one? Or is it repetitive? Like this one. This is the next one. I think it's repetitive, right? So let's just leave it. Yeah, so let's fix our clean stuff first before we proceed. Let's remove things are not necessary from the old systems. Okay, so first let's remove this one. We don't need this one. Let's just remove that for now. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy old systems as well from the repair slots. So let's go to the repair slot first. Here. So the repair storages. Wait. This one. So in the UI for the repair slots, we have slots. So the slots contains this one, the inventory slot. So this is the system that manages the highlighting of stuff. So we want that because we want to interact with our inventory, right? So we need this system to interact with it. Let's see. It's called inventory item. So these are the scripts that are involved. Inventory item. This one, we also need inventory item drag. So this handles the dragging of stuff. So we also need this one. So inventory item is basically the icon in the inventory that we're gonna drag. So this is the one handling it. And inventory slot is the slot that we're gonna move it to. And inventory item drag is like it manages the dragging of items. So that's how it works. So we're just gonna set this one up like the repair slot. So we're gonna need a slot for it. So this is the slot basically. So we're just gonna copy this and then let's go to this one first. Here. So here we have the item frame, and it's just a frame. There's no slot yet there, so we're gonna put the slot there. There you go. And as you can see, that's the size for the repair slot. And there's also an image. So let's check the image first to see the where this is located. Let's put it up. Wait. There's no color. Why? Ah, I see. The scale. Okay, there we go. Let's just fix this one first. Okay, so there. So we have the repair slot, and what we need to do is to center this first, and then just gonna set it something like this. I that. So the idea here is this is the one that's gonna highlight. We're gonna change in color depending on um, the like qualifications in a way, if it fits this or not. Hello, young Lando. Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to do some live stuff because uh, to it's like to compensate for the lack of devlogs, because devlogs like it takes me 1 week to make, and like it's time consuming in a way. So I do these live streams just to update you guys what's going on with the development. At the same time, it's less tedious to edit, so it's a win-win in a way. I actually don't edit it, so yeah. And if you have some questions as well, so if you guys have some questions about the game or some development stuff, feel free to ask. This is one way for us to interact, basically. Okay, so let's rename this for now. Building slots. Then let's put this down to 0. So ideally, we have here the scripts already. We're gonna remove this repair slot as well, because we don't need this yet, because again this is a building slot. We're gonna make a separate one for that, but for now we're gonna just go with this one. So yeah, let's test if this works. So technically, if the inventory item will interact with this, it should do something. It should do something like maybe highlight or something. Change the highlights of the slot. Okay, let's try. So this is the highlight system. So it will tell the inventory slot to highlight the color if we're hovering it, which is managed by this one also, the item drag. So for example, this one we're gonna drag, put it here, so it did nothing, right? See, it did nothing. So we're gonna test this one out why it did nothing. So let's see. It's inventory slot, but if we drag it here, see, it does something. Can you see? So it highlighted red. Let's see. See that it's highlighting red, but if it's here, it's not doing anything. So we're gonna figure out why it's not doing anything. That's the goal for now. So basically, the one in charge here is the dragging. So we're dragging it, right? So holding mouse button, and then we're dragging it. So here it's working, but here it's not. So basically, it has something to do with the dragging system. So this one. So on begin drag, so here, get mouse position, it highlights under item. And it gets all equipment holder highlights. So I think this is the one that's wrong. See, update repair slot highlights. So it's the repair slot. This one. So okay, this is the repair controller. So repair controller. So it has something to do with the repair controller. Let's check that one first. So what is repair controller? Repair table controller. so this one. So it's telling us this clear highlight, but it has nothing to do with this. I see. So this one. So we should check um, the name, because the name here is saying repair slot, right? So we should modify this. So equipment, equip items to slot. Okay, this is not the one. So it has something to do with highlighting. So this one, highlight under item. No. This one. So we're just tracking down what's wrong, why it's not working. So this one. This is the code that we need to modify. So it's called building slots. So we should make something like building slots here. Let's just copy this for now. Sit there, and then building slot. There. Let's remove these things first. We don't really need these things for now. And the conditions as well. We don't need it yet. Oh no, let's just test it by like for now. Let's just test this. And then let's rename building slots to just building slot. So basically what happened was it didn't know that the slot that we're trying to detect is a valid slot, because it's called building slots there. So it didn't qualify to these slot names. Because what we have here is like it's okay with repair slots for the main hand and offhand and other slots, but for a building slot it's not yet it doesn't qualify yet. So we're gonna rename this into building slot for now. Okay, like so. So this should work because it's now named as building slot, and then it checks if the item type is a shield or weapon, which is obviously not, because it's a resource. So it should color red. So the placement is not valid, and then it will highlight the item, this one, which calls the slot itself, this one, the equipment slot. So it's called inventory slot, this one, and we'll highlight it. So this is how it works. Let's try. So again, if you have some questions about the development of Wisplight, about the game. Yeah, Alex, I don't have a very good mic, so I'm actually leaning closer to my mic right now. My devlogs seems to sound okay because I increase the what do you call it? Like amplify the volume, but yeah, I'm still trying to save for a good mic. So yeah, thank you for understanding. So let's try. So we have here the planks, and let's hover. Oh, it's still not working for some reason. So let's do some other stuff here. Let's see what we can do. Why it's not highlighting. So let's test here first. What if this is the problem here? Let's see. I see. So see, it's not doing anything. Maybe it's behind. Oh no. Yeah, I think it's correct actually. See? Yeah, it's almost 3 years. I think we're gonna go 3 years this January, January 14 maybe. Yeah, and a lot has happened already. Yeah, we're aiming for a Steam demo next year, like maybe around mid next year. still a lot of work to do because um, the game is not like the usual Souls-like games that we have. Yeah, it's a reverse RPG. The inspiration for this is like I do watch anime, Overlord, or the one like Rimuru, the slime. Like that time I got reincarnated as a slime, or Overlord. Have you heard Overlord? It's a like um, protagonist is a skeleton, a really powerful skeleton, and their enemies are humans basically. So it's something like that. And also I play Dungeon Keeper before. It's a dungeon building game, and I really like it because we're the enemies. So yeah, uh, the artist. Yeah, so yeah, the Nui is the one creating these UI. The basic UIs. This one, the inventory systems and all. But I reused her design in some of the assets. I also made my own, but with her design. Yeah, Dungeon Keeper is a really like it's also one of the inspiration why we have systems like minion management. Because I want to like copy some parts of Dungeon Keeper as well, where we manage minions. So it's we're not just like making a Souls-like game, like a linear Souls-like game or an open world game. We also have territory capturing mechanics. Like we can manage our minions, help gather resources for us, and defend our territories. It's basically like Dark Souls, but it's the opposite. We're the ones managing the dungeons, and humans are raiding us. It's something like that. Yeah, that's true, man. Like Overlord is one of my favorite enemies, and also Berserk. So the game is also heavily inspired by Berserk. Yeah. So this one is working, but for some reason this didn't work. So let's try and check first this one, because this is basically the one handling the highlighting of stuff. So let's check first if this one detects it. Let's just put debug here. Okay, this one. And we're gonna check as well why it's not detecting. So let's review here up and see if we're inside a UI. Because it's doing a recast and checks this one. This pointer over UI. This one. Highlights under item. Grid, not overlap dragging. Okay. Yeah, she's really good, Nui. But she's currently she was doing like freelance OJT. She's an intern. She's actually a student, and she's working on her OJT, and she interned in Wisplight. So this is actually one of her first projects. She's really good. Yeah. Our UI is actually heavily inspired from old games like Diablo 2, especially the grid type systems. So I'm a like huge fan of the Diablo franchise, except for like Diablo 3 and 4, like up to Diablo 2 and the expansions. So I really like the old design. Yeah, and this is like it's very familiar. Like the UI is almost a copy of um, Diablo, and also Path of Exile. So yeah, okay, let's test and check some console stuff and see what's going on here. Why it's not detecting. Okay, so let's see console. So see, it's not detecting anything for some reason. So let's investigate why. So this is UI. This is UI. Okay, let's try and investigate why this is not getting detected. So let's put um, slot detected. Let's put here a debug above. Like here. And then we're gonna return the result game object name. Result that game object that name. So that we all know um, what the raycast is detecting. So this is how I actually do things. Like I try to investigate what's going on and just reuse old systems and all. I use GPT, but GPT is sometimes dumb, so I need to double check. Like I always double check what's going on. I don't really trust what the AI spits out, but they're very useful just to make things faster. Yeah, they do. They do hallucinate a lot. Like they also make functions that like you don't really ask for some reason. So that's why I don't really recommend using them like 100%. Like just you just trust them. Like you can't really trust them 100%. So just use them to make stuff, but make sure that you know what you want as well, and also review the code and test it. Like have it explain to you what this line, like line per line, what they're doing. Yeah, I have this because it's in this one, the for each. So it's detecting a lot because we're dragging stuff like this one. See? So it's detecting their hammer. I'm gonna go here. So it's just icon. Ah, I see. So it's detecting icon. Can you see that? Icon. So that's the reason why it's not working. Because icon, this one, it's blocking the building slot. So this should not be a recast target. See? It's working now. See that? So the reason why it's not working is this one, icon. Icon is actually the image there. You can see the blurry image. That one. So it's being set as a recast target. Therefore, it's blocking the building slot. So another way is to just move this building slot down so that it's above the icon. So that's another way. But simply removing this one, this will fix the problem. Okay, so it's working now. Okay, so since it's working, we're gonna um, fix this first, and then we're gonna add all of these slots to the rest of the storages below. I'm gonna do that first so that we can test everything at once. So we're gonna remove this, and then we're gonna add the building slots to the rest of the item frames. So here, uh, then position. Okay, I think we're gonna fix this one first, the alignment. There. And it's just gonna make a standard alignment. Okay, so let's just make this 3 and 4. No. 3.8. Okay. So let's just copy this. Then just paste it here. Okay, there you go. And then we're gonna simply build this down to the rest of the icon frames. Okay. And then paste. Right. Let's copy this first. Okay, so that should work. Abandoned projects. This is actually my first project, Wisplight. Wisplight is my first, like my very first project. So I started this um, 2 years ago. It's almost 3 years. So I started for I do document everything in the devlogs. Let me show you guys. If you wanna see from the very beginning of Wisplight, it's actually here in the channel. Oldest. This is the one, the first one. Hey, 2 years ago. So this is the first video that I made. I think I was weeks in development during the first time I released this video, and ever since then I'm learning as I go. Like I don't really know a lot of stuff about Unity and all, and I just learn from Brackeys, Code Monkey, some from Thomas Brush as well. No, this is my like the first time I learned Unity. I documented here. I experimented on some stuff. I also like everything here. It's documented, like all, even some comments, like bad comments, like this one from people. I also yeah, just reminiscing some stuff. I also like tried Unreal because of that issue with Unity before. So we also accidentally joined at a game dev expo in the Philippines, one of the biggest and the first one actually. So it's really crazy. Like the journey is crazy. There are a lot of harsh comments before with the game. Then yeah, a lot of feedback from people as well. Yeah, the expo. I didn't go there like because you know game dev is expensive and it's in Manila, so I need to fly to go there, but it's expensive. Like maybe I'm gonna spend around 20k, 20,000 pesos maybe, just for the flight and the hotel. So what I did is I just requested them to have a laptop there in the expo, and then they just placed they just placed the videos of the game there. And there are some publishers who reach out, by the way, but I'm not really comfortable with having publishers because they often like the creativity of the game is being what do you call this, being controlled. So maybe they want you to release fast, or put some features like this, like monetization, microtransactions, and so on and so forth. So I don't really like that. So that's why we've been funding this project on our own terms. So it's actually our family savings. So yeah, and some like there are some patrons as well who's supporting the game. Yeah, but very few. I don't really have a lot of patrons. So yeah, this is a like the first expo in the Philippines, one of the largest expos for game devs. Is game dev industry in the Philippines is not really that big. This is just new, and I joined the first one, the very first one. But I was not there. The game was there, but I wasn't. Like I didn't go. It's too expensive. So, yeah, so here I just documented everything. Um, then people were interested in helping with the project. So I have a 3D artist who helped me make this Spriggan creature. This one, what you see here in the thumbnail. And then Alex also. He was the first, he's the audio director that made some of the music. But now he's working on a different project, a really big project. He's the one managing it. So we have a new music director. Just he's really busy with other stuff. Yeah, and there are some also like feedback from people from YouTube that improve the game a lot, like this one. And I also added some optimization projects. And then finally we made it to level design, and then my sister Aya also joined the team, and she helped me with a lot of the designs, like this one here. This is my sister. So she's making a lot of progress on the levels as well. Yeah, the music is like, what do you mean for the videos? Yeah, so I do take time making the videos as I go, because the first videos is really like it's not that good. And I don't really have a good mic also. So yeah, up until now I still don't have a good mic. So yeah, so it's been improving, I think. Yeah, a lot has been contributing in our Discord. Um, let's say here. So we have here the contributors, like Karian is one of the voice actors. Uh, some of the voice actors here. Fran is a UI artist, an OJT as well. No, a concept artist, not a UI artist. So there's a lot. Some play testers. Uh, we have here some Eldritch Slayers. So they're the first play testers before who defeated the main boss of Ashindale. So yeah. Oh, for the dialogues, yeah, they're really good. Like the voice actors are really good, and also J.D. Kelly is a very good director. So it adds a lot to the game. Like it makes it different and more what do you call it? More polished in a way. Here, source of it's Ashendale. Yeah, Ashendale ruins, sewers of Ashendale. So yeah, it's one of the main areas. So here, these are the Aya is also making some devlogs, just to add um, to our development process. Yeah. So where were we? So yeah, this seems to be working now. See, it's working, and we're gonna test the the rest. We're gonna wait. Didn't I copy that one? Oh yeah. So the icon. So it didn't work. The icon is still there. I'm gonna fix that first. So icon here. Okay, let's expand this so that you will see. So here we have the icons. Just put it here for now. So icon should be recast target false. Here. All these should be false. Okay, so that should work now. Bye, Alex. Okay, let's test. Okay, it's working. Okay, it's working fine now. The only thing that like there's something off here, right? Like the red one doesn't disappear, right? So I think we're gonna make a. I think it's about time we're gonna build, um, like just like the repair system, like this one. We need to make a like this one, a controller for the building. But we already have it though. So let's see this one, building flag controller. So let's just use this one, and then we're gonna use this clear slot highlights. So it contains slots in the flag. Yeah, trailer. Ever since the beginning of like Steam, let's see. I don't know. Let's go Wisplight. We already have a Steam page, right? But this Steam page was built like ages ago. I also made it here. Where was that? Here. It's 2 years ago. This is the time I made the Steam page. It's a like tutorial on how to make a Steam page. I don't even know if this is updated still even now. I think a lot has happened already. So this was 2 years ago. The Steam page. I really haven't updated this. There's no YouTube. There's no UI. So I haven't really taken care of the Steam page. Uh, I do plan on making a trailer, but I still need to um, complete some of the features, like the minions, where we have the minions. I think that's a very important part of the trailer because we don't want to make Wisplight some other Souls-like game. We want it to be different in a way. So we want to add the other aspects of the game as well, like minion management, territory capturing, defending your settlements and your dungeons. So we want that because we don't want to paint Wisplight uh, as another Souls-like game. We want it to be like different. It's a mix of um, like Souls-like combat with some RPG stuff in it and with some a little bit or a sprinkle of colony management in a way, like what we did with Dungeon Keeper or what we have with um, Banner Lord, where we're trying to capture territories, something like that. Yeah, yeah. I do know that trailer is very important, but then again, I really haven't thought about marketing the game yet. The only marketing that we have for now is just devlogs and these live stuff, because it's more on the development side of things. No marketing yet, no marketing effort yet as of the moment. So we do have 1,000 wishlist already for Wisplight just from the devlogs. So I think that's still small in a way, but with zero marketing effort and you have 1,000 wishlist, I think that's already good maybe. So I want the trailer to be like because once you release a trailer, um, there will be a lot of expectations, right? About the game, like when will it release, and people will also um, like some people will be, what do you call this? Um, some people are impatient, like, so I want to release a trailer once a demo is almost near completion, because yeah, my goal is actually just 10,000 wishlist, but having 20K wishlist, that's really good. Like, that's a success for me already. Yeah, my goal is just 10,000 wishlist. Yeah, yeah. The marketing for the game, just again, like I'm just doing this solo, right? So I don't have like a really huge team and a budget, so I'm juggling a lot of things, and making these stuff is like it's not that easy, So making videos, I usually make videos like devlogs, like once, like 1 week, like it takes 1 week for me to make one devlog. But that, again, if I have the content already, I'm sure I'm gonna make the trailers, especially if we're nearing the Steam demo. I want it to be like the price for the game. I'm eyeing on around like $25 maybe, something like that. $25. And This is actually a very huge game because um, when we play tested Wisplight for the very first time, it's just a small area in Ashendale. Playtesters played it for like around 8 to 10 hours, and that's just a very small part of the game. And they were having fun. Like, playtesters were having fun. There's some document, like some devlogs of that as well. And yes, and that's just a small part. Not to mention replayability with raids and like repeat boss battles with raids as well. So I think like the time to play the game is like the content is big. Hopefully. So yeah. So for the demo, Steam demo, I think it's a huge demo, a long demo. because I'll be including like all the mechanics of the game. Like this settlement mechanic will be there. You will be handling, or you will be managing two settlements in the demo: the dungeon and the forest encampment. And yeah, we'll be managing minions as well in the demo. The game is for chapter one. I don't know yet. I don't have a timeline yet because we haven't. I haven't really built the quest lines yet, because there will be quest lines as well. Um, there will be interactions with NPCs like Cassandra and Francis as well. So there's no ballpark um, time frame yet for how long the game for chapter one is. But as far as like the demos that we had, or no, not the demo, but the playtest that we had, um, the average playtime for players, like finishing the game from Ashendale, like the start of Ashendale Fortress to the end, like fighting Eldrick, the boss. Usually it's around 5 to 10 hours, and that's just a small part. It's just one level of Wisplight. All right, so let's continue. So we're gonna use this clear slot highlights feature. I'm gonna put it here, and then we're gonna find this builder flag controller. This is gonna highlight this. Okay. So this one will be highlighted, and it should go up. It should go up here to the build flag, and then it will check the object controller. Okay. So build flag is the key. Yeah, what's your game, Warm Night? Let's check it out. You have a YouTube channel or somewhere we can see it? You can also put it here, by the way. Like, we have a Discord um, section for that one. Here, promote your game. You can post it here. Some people are also promoting their games here. You can post it here and promote your game in our Discord so that we can check it out. Some people here are posting their pages. So here, Yaso next is posting his free game on Steam. It's a fun game, and yeah, there's a lot of people posting here. So you can post it here so that we can check. Sorry. Okay, so let's do this clear slot highlights. So we're gonna call this by going to, because it's here. So it's this one, the building slot. So we need to go up to the build flag, and then the object controller, or the build flag itself has the object controller. So we can just go up here, find the object interaction manager. Okay, let's do that. So here need to get to this and then to this. Okay, so it's like this. Interaction manager, wait, it's here. So just like the repair controller, we're just gonna repair controller, so we're saving it here. So let's save it also. So public builder flag controller. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put it here. So object interaction manager. So result. Okay, let's just do this one first. Interaction manager. And then object, let's call it interaction manager. And then result dot game object. So meaning the game object itself, and get component. So that means the game object is the builder slot, and then get component in parent. So we're trying to access this object interaction manager there. So once it's there, so interaction manager, it's there, we're gonna then we're gonna go to the builder flag. So a builder flag controller is equal to it's just interaction manager, then so this one, and then the object controller, and then get, or we can actually just do it like this, very simple. Get component in children, and builder flag controller, like so. Okay, so once we have this, so since it's there, so once it goes here, equipment highlight, update highlight, this one, right. Let's just check for the repair controller. So this one, okay, clear equipment. Okay, this one here. So I think we're gonna make something like this as well. Okay, so let's make it private void update builder flag slot highlights. Let's just do it this for now. Let's optimize later. If builder flag controller is not null, we're gonna tell the flag controller to clear slot highlights. This one. So basically this one, the one that we just added, this one. Then we also need slots, by the way. We need to like register the slots in the flag. So let's just take this for now, then register it here. Okay. Then we're gonna find these things here. So there's 2 of them, and we're just gonna copy this and then just add it here. Maybe in the future I'm just gonna merge these slots, but for now this is what we're gonna do. Okay, that's done. Let's check. Okay, so let's see. So where were we? The slots. We need the slots. So build flag object controller. So it's the object controller, and we have slots here. So we should put all slots there. Here, building icon slot. Another one. So we need to put everything. Let's just open it for now. Okay, and then we'll lock this. Lock. So we're just gonna put it there. So slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it's 5 slots. And just drag it here. There. So those are the slots that we have. Okay. So it should clear the highlights if we move away from it, hopefully. Let's see. Let's check if we can still optimize this a bit. So it's looking for this, and then it looks for this. Okay, I think this works. Let's check if this works. Okay, let's test. Okay, yes, it works. See? So the highlights are already it's, see that? So we're highlighting it like that, and yeah, it seems to be working fine now. Okay, next, since it's already working, like we can already interact with it like this. The next thing we're gonna do is to assign something here. that checks if this one qualifies, right? So to do that, let's try and check this one first, the plank. So what does this does, or where is it in our system? So it's actually here in our inventory system, and here it's called plank. It's just called plank. So it also has an item name, plank. So I think we're just gonna use this plank to check, or maybe we can just use this the name itself of the game object. So if we're gonna hover here, like so, it should check if the game object name is the same to their qualifications that it has, right? So I think we're gonna do that. So to do that, it's actually here, this one. So what we have is this for now, but we're gonna change it. Right? So so wait, let me think. So this is the drag. So we need to check for the slot first. So this one, the game object, is the slot. And then we're gonna check inside the slot. The requirements. So let's check this slot first. This one. This is the slot. Wait, let's think. Maybe there's another way. Yeah, let's just modify this. Yeah, we need to check building item slot controller. Maybe we can just modify this. Yeah, let's modify this, and let's make a list, a string. Let's just make it public string. Oh, no, list, and then string, and then let's call it allowed items. Okay, let's call it like that. Okay, so let's put allowed items first. So why is it list though? We can just put one item, right? But why is it list? Because of this. So there are different types of logs. There's the ash log, there's spine logs. So you can put different types in different slots. So this complicates things. But let's try if we can make this, even though it's a bit complicated. So here, so like this one, item frame, this one. So there is ash log. Then there's pine log as well. And then we still haven't, we don't have this yet, but there's beech log. So those are the 3 logs. So that's what I mean. And then for this one we have just plank. There. Same for the rest. So it's just plank. So it just requires where is it? Wait. It's this one. Plank. And this one. Wait, why is there nothing here? Okay. Item frame. Okay. Paste. There you go. maybe 10. Okay. Okay, so that should work. Let's see. So what's gonna happen here is mm, so it's gonna check. Then once it checks the name, yeah, let's check first if it's a resource. So I think that's one way to do it. So I think that's the first thing we need to do to check if it's a resource. Yeah, let's do that. So resource, this should be resource. Okay. And then yeah, let's test this first. So it should glow green right now because we're flagging it as resource. So it should enter here. Then after that, once it enters here, that's the time we're gonna check if that item is valid for the slot. So we want to eliminate first other items. So that's why we need this this condition. So this should work. See, it's green, but it should not be green here because this is looking for logs. So it's green. So this is correct now. But if we're gonna do hammer, it's red. So it's correct already. The logic for that is correct. Let's see. See, so it's working. Okay. So it's working. Next, we're gonna check. So we have here the equipment slot. So equipment slot is the one that we're highlighting. So we're just gonna need to go up and check. Let's see. Let's think. Yeah, we need to go up. Then, because we're here, this is a slot, so we need to go up here. And then check the allowed items. So basically, so here let's check allowed items in the list. So that's how we're gonna do it. And then list. So we need to get this building item slot controller. Something like that. And if there is a slot controller or it's not null, let's just put it something like this, just for backup. Oops. It's just for backup. Just gonna refactor this in the future. For now, let's just go with let's just make it work for now. Okay, so that's that. And then, so if there's slot controller, it will then check for like allowed items. So loop through allowed items string and check if it matches with the okay. So let's give this to GPT so that it can optimize it as well. Let me see. Slot controller on this. Okay, so I think this is correct. So I sent it to GPT and this is what it gave me. So let's review. Let's not trust it. So first, gonna check interaction manager. Then it checks if it's a resource, checks the slot, if their slot is not null, okay, and then else is this, so this is true. And then highlight, okay, that's correct. So it created a bool. So it's allowed false at first, and then it does loop through the slot controller, which is the slot controller is this the building slot controller. Where is it? This one. Allowed items. So it's a string. So that's correct. And then wait, let's see. Yeah, it's correct. And then it checks if the string is equal to the item name. So this is also correct. Because item, yeah, so we're referring to the item name instead of the item game object dot name. So this is also true. So if it's allowed, then it returns the equipment slot, and then true. If not, it returns false. So yeah, this is correct. See, so every time you use GPT to do something for you, make sure to understand what it is doing, and ask it also what per line is doing. Let's check. Okay, I think this will work. Okay, let's start. Let's test. So let's test for planks. Okay, it's work. It's still look. It's red. So this is wrong, technically. And why is it wrong? It's supposed to be. It's not wrong because. Let's see. It's a building slot. So this one. Why is it wrong? So it's checking here. Item type resource. This is correct. It's checking slot controller. Let's see. Item frame. Beach log. Okay. This one. Plank. item. So item is this. This is item. This one. And we have item name blank. So it should be correct, right? Because this one, wait, let's see. And this one is this. So it should be correct. And why is it not correct though? Slot controller. Get component in parent. So inventory item drag. Ah, I see. So it should be result that get component. So that's the reason. It's getting component from parent of this one, the plank in the inventory, which it doesn't have any building slot controller. So this resulted in null. So it's going here. This one. So that's why it's red. So this is wrong. Let's fix this first. So it should be result, because result is the one that we're looking at. So result is this one, the building slot. So the building slot, we need to get component in parent, which is the, wait, it's not in parent supposed to be, because the slot controller, oh no, yeah, it's correct. So this one is the inventory slot, and from parent is this building slot controller, this one. So I think this is correct now. Let's try. So there's an error. Recast result and then get component in parent. What? The game object. Because result is technically an interaction manager. Wait. Result that game object. Yeah, this is correct. Should have game object because result is like the recast. Yeah, recast result. Yeah. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's try. Green plank, red logs. Very good. It works. Let's try this. This is ash log. Okay, it works. What if this is not ash log? What if it's pine log? It should definitely work still. Okay, so the logic is there. It works. See? So that's the basic functionality for this. See that? Let's test it in game maybe with the entire flag. So let's test. Wait. Let's remove this first. Okay. Okay, let's test it in game. Continue. So we're here. So we're here to builder flag. Let's interact. So it's correct. So we have the building orders here. Then we can just drag and highlight. How about this coating? So it's red. So this is correct as well. How about this? How about this? Okay, so it's working. So the next thing we need to do is when we drag this and place it here and then release it, it should put the planks there and remove planks here. Right? That's the next thing we need to do. Yeah, so as well as this one, like the logs, we're gonna put it here. We need 4 logs though, so we're gonna go back and forth and find logs for it. So that's the general idea. And then after that, after all of this UI stuff, then notify builder, we're gonna then tell Francis, tell him to, although he doesn't have an arm yet, his prosthetic arm is not yet here. We will have animation for him where he will just be hammering stuff, like he's hammering maybe this part here, and then once we go out and then go back in, it should appear, like the building should appear, and then the builder flag, in the builder flag, this should disappear. Like if it's done, like if the construction is done. Maybe we can put a timer here as well, because it should take time to build stuff for it to make sense, right? Like if Francis is building a bridge, like it has to be not instant, and it should take time so that there also be gameplay involved in it, like trying to defend it while Francis is repairing. Francis and his team is repairing. So yeah, so that's the general idea. So far we have this working already. What we did today to wrap things up is we can now interact with the builder flag like this, and we can also the builder UI can also interact with the systems here. So see, it's working already. It can also detect if it's the correct resource, like so. So yeah, so I think we're gonna stop here for now and proceed on the next live session with the full functionalities of this, where we can place planks and then place logs as well, and other stuff, and then notify the builder. And then we're gonna replicate everything from this one to the rest of the workstations, like the workbench, this one as well, the stone cutter. So we're gonna replicate it to the rest of the systems. So yeah, so if you have some questions about Wisplight, feel free to comment down below. Feel free to chat. This is a good avenue for us to chat, to ask questions about the game or game development in general. So yeah, so feel free to connect. So that's it for now, guys. So see you on the next stream. Till next time.